Welcome to the Happy Holidays update. And this is going to be a massive update, so I'm just going to get right into it. Tank is looking great. This is 24 hours after the 18 watt deep blue UV sterilizer has been added. Can't tell if it's coming across on the camera, but it is crystal clear. Any spots is just the outside of the glass that needs to be cleaned. 3 diamond head neon tetras, and there's the 4th one, so I still have 4. Maybe these 2 have paired up and taken all the other ones out. I don't know. Still think it's these other fish that somehow collectively, when the lights are out, decided to have dinner, lunch, breakfast, dessert. Woke up the next morning and not a trace. Dozen fish completely disappeared overnight. Crazy. But anyway, alright, so I'm draining the tank because I need to do an unboxing. Received the shipment from AZ Gardens, and we will get to that in a moment. And it's just a generic box, and there's actually no new livestock as far as fish, so more to come on that. And here is the UV sterilizer. The intake is right here, and that piece actually screws off. The motor up top is pretty powerful. It is a, I don't know if you can see that, but what does that say? Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. There it is. 317 gallons per hour motor, and it does really well. Ran it for 24 hours completely, like a UV sterilizer should. Cleared out initially all of the floating green algae that was in, and as you can see, the plants stand up taller because more light is penetrating to them, I guess, for all that photosynthesis, which is good. Let's see here. Everything is off. I'm draining the tank halfway down and doing a major overhaul. This will be the Happy New Year overhaul. Replacing the BioStars. I believe those are in, let's see here, the Aquarium on the left. Replacing those and some of the fluval biomedia with the Seachem pond matrix, and it's just a larger version of the regular matrix. And because there's so much flow going through the Aquaclear 110s, I think that would be more beneficial, and it supposedly has more surface area for bacteria to colonize. And bought a big 2-liter of matrix carbon for my Fluval 406, so I'm going to run that. And then I have a separate experiment that I want to try with denitrate and a completely separate filter, and so that's going to be completely separate. And that's pretty much what's going on. Got some new fluval parts to help with some redundancy, a 100-watt heater to back up the 300-watt just in case that one ever goes out. Some shears for cutting plants. It'll be so much better than using those, is what I've been using. And then this is actually a really good size for me to get in between all of the crevices, because there's a lot of detritus on the bottom here, and obviously I've heavily stocked and cramped a lot of things in, so it makes it challenging to get to everything. And obviously food falls down, which is sometimes due to me overfeeding or feeding heavily. And sorry, the light is messing with the camera. So that's what's going on, and we'll get right into an unboxing in the next video. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and feedback is always welcome. Happy New Year. Alright, so let's just cut into this, see what we got here. Always tricky doing this with one hand, so again, got your invoice, and voila. Okay. And big styrofoam box. Packaging. And there's, like I said, there's a heating pad in here. Alright. So, let me see what's on the list here. Took advantage of azgardens.com's, I guess, Christmas weekend, I guess the week before Christmas sale and cleanup crew. So I have 10 Nerite snails and we have 10 freshwater clams, 13 Assassin Snails, and this is probably the heating. Yeah, that was probably in this. And then let me see, what else did we do here? I think everything else is plants. So I got 10 Italian valves, and those, there's similar, hopefully they're somewhat similar to those for the left side. And we have let's see here, Hastifolia. This is Anubias plant, and let's see here. This is a bulb of, I believe this is the red plant that I was looking for. And so this is one of two calamistratum which is similar to that one. So I have one here, and this is supposed to be the standard size. So, and then this one is the larger. Obviously, it has more. Okay. And let's see what else we have here. 5 red tiger snails. So again, the goal is to get rid of these horn snails that have been multiplying. I believe it's probably, I forgot what they're called. I think they're horn something snails. Anyway, they reproduce until they take over the entire tank, which you can see them everywhere. So that's what the 13 assassin snails, hopefully, will be able to reduce their numbers. And then they had a sale on Anubias on Driftwood, so I wanted to add some more Driftwood. So there's a total of 5 pieces of Driftwood, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put them all. There's Nana Anubias Nana on Driftwood. Okay. And there is, let's see which one this is. This one, they were doing so well marking all the backs. So that's the mystery bag. 3 of them are the same, and hopefully, let's see here. Ah, here we go. This is Anubias on Driftwood barteri, and 3 of them are going to be the same pretty much. Okay, so they have number 1 through 3. So those are the small, medium, and larger size is what I was looking for to kind of mix it up. I got 3 of the same plant, but on 3 different sizes of driftwood, and then 2 different plants on. Let's see here. This one is, well, it doesn't say, so this is the other one. So these 2 are the other ones, which they didn't label. Obviously, I would know which one they are. So let me see, what was it? Driftwood. There was Anubias Nana, and then there is a barteri, Anubias barteri, and there is baby tear. So that was the other one on Driftwood. So I was going to go with some type of moss, but I saw how the moss can kind of overtake a tank, so I passed on that. And then looks like just needed some more of these, obviously. Running low on those. And then some more food. So we have New Life Spectrum Finicky Fish Formula. This is the 150 grams. And then this is their flake version. New Life Spectrum, 90 grams. And this is the one, this is actually flake. So, and that's what we have. So, I'll pause the video here, get everything sorted in the tank, and then we'll do updates along the way from there. Thanks for watching, and check back soon. Alright, so here we go. 5 pieces of driftwood. 3 of them are the same, and got some really good pieces. They will work well with my layout, and adding to it in subtle ways. So, alright, so let me get them in the tank, and we'll take it from there. Alright, got all the plants in. Fill the tank back up with water. And this is going to break this into phases, so I'm not going to mess with any of the biofilter or mechanical filtration. I'm going to give it probably some time to rest. I haven't added the clams or snails or assassin snails yet. That's coming up next. And here's how it looks so far. There we go. So my understanding is that Italian valve more than likely will melt back, and I'll have to cut it eventually. Goal initially is just to get everything in the tank where I would ideally like for it, but it's going to tell me exactly what area of the tank it really wants to be in and if it's going to thrive. So yeah, this is how I have it set up. And I figure dwarf baby tier on this, driftwood in the back. Usually wants highlight, but there's no liquid CO2 or CO2 in this tank. Not opposed to doing it in the future, but right now just haven't. Just really just ferts, iron, and Seachem flourish tabs, and the liquid ferts and trace elements basically. Haven't dosed the tank in a while, and I will allow the plants to get situated and rest and see how they do with the light. I'm gonna dial back the light probably initially to probably 4 hours, 4.5 hours initially, and then bring it back. And that's pretty much it. I like it so far. I've added a cave and yeah, moved some rocks around, and I'm happy with it. And just gotta get everything settled in. Alright, stay tuned for the next phase.